Intro. Imagine receiving a single piece of communication so powerful it has the potential to ignite a worldwide catastrophe. Sounds like a plot for a Hollywood blockbuster, right? But no, this is not fiction. This is history. Today, we'll uncover the riveting story of the Zimmermann telegram, a hidden historical gem that almost tipped the scales and sparked World War III. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you will see how a single telegram reshaped global politics and changed the trajectory of nations forever. Act 1. The context. The story begins in 1917, during a turbulent period in history. World War I was raging on, claiming millions of lives across Europe, and nations were desperately strategizing to gain the upper hand. Meanwhile, on the other side of the Atlantic, the United States was staunchly neutral, watching the chaos unfold from afar, unwilling to entangle itself in a global war. However, the Germans had a bold strategy. If the United States could be preoccupied or pressured in its own hemisphere, it might stay out of European affairs altogether. Enter the infamous Zimmermann telegram, a secret diplomatic communication that would change everything. Act 2. The telegram is sent. Arthur Zimmermann, the German Foreign Secretary, came up with a remarkable yet daring plan. On January 16, 1917, he sent an encrypted telegram to the German ambassador to Mexico, Heinrich von Eckart. Its contents? A proposition to form an alliance between Germany and Mexico. But that wasn't all. The telegram brazenly promised Mexico its lost territories of Texas, Arizona, and New Mexico if it agreed to declare war on the United States. Can you even imagine the audacity? This wasn't merely a political gamble. It was a potential declaration of World War I, a completely new front. Act 3. A twist of fate. Here comes the plot twist that changes everything. Like a script taken straight out of a James Bond movie, the British intelligence intercepted the Zimmermann telegram. Yes, it was the Brits who managed to decode this earth-shattering message. At this point, they faced an enormous dilemma. Should they share the content of the decoded telegram with the Americans and risk exposing their capabilities to Germany? Or should they remain silent and allow this sinister plan to unfold? Act 4. The reveal. In an act of daring diplomacy, the British stepped forward and shared the decoded telegram with the American government in late February of 1917. President Woodrow Wilson, who had long been resistant to the idea of joining the war, was understandably shocked and horrified. The Americans, who had been staunchly isolationist, were now thrust into a very different mindset. When the contents of the telegram were released to the press, it ignited a firestorm of public outrage across the United States. Can you picture it? Ordinary citizens reading about a plot to create warfare on their home soil by offering American land as trade bait. Act 5. Consequences. The Zimmermann telegram didn't just make headlines, it completely shifted the global chessboard. The US, which had remained aloof from the ravages of World War I, now had a reason to intervene. In April of 1917, just weeks after the telegram became public knowledge, the United States declared war on Germany, marking its official entry into World War I. And Mexico? Well, they declined Germany's proposal, recognizing the utterly reckless idea of taking on a burgeoning superpower like the US head spinning, isn't it? A single telegram, intercepted and decoded by British intelligence, had utterly transformed the course of history. Act 6. Legacy of the Zimmermann telegram. So, what became of Arthur Zimmermann, the man who almost set off a full-scale global firestorm? In an unexpected move, he publicly admitted the telegram was real, likely thinking it wouldn't damage Germany's reputation much further since the US was already taking a hard stance. Yet what he didn't anticipate was the ripple effect this act would have on the future of international diplomacy. Can you imagine the implications for modern communication? The Zimmermann telegram set the precedent for the importance of cryptographic security. espionage, and intercepting vital communication. It influenced how nations looked at intelligence gathering for decades to come. Act 7. Looking back. When we look back on the story of the Zimmermann telegram, it's hard not to marvel at how precarious the balance of power truly was in those days, and in many ways, still is today. It's a sobering reminder that history isn't always decided on the battlefield, but can hinge on diplomatic intrigue, shadowy intelligence work, and yes, even a single telegram. The Zimmermann telegram wasn't just a message in transit, it was a ticking time bomb of geopolitical consequence. So the next time you hear someone say, "What can one piece of paper do?" you might want to tell them this story. Outro. Thanks for taking this fascinating journey into history with us. If you love uncovering hidden historical gems like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Who knows? Next week, we might uncover the story that blows this one out of the water. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring the mysterious and incredible tapestry of our past. See you next time.